Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
And we welcome you into beautiful Emporia, Kansas, Emporia Middle School field. Tegan Terhune here with you in this contest between the Emporia FC Black Lions and Tulsa Athletic. Joining me for tonight's contest, we want to say hello to Carlitos Noboa, as Carlos, of course, normally out there on the field for Emporia FC wearing the Black Lions badge. Unfortunately, an injury in the last contest between these two teams has sidelined him for the last several weeks. Carlitos, first and foremost, glad to finally have you on the headset with me. I wish you were out there playing right now. I know you do too, but before we go any further, can you give us an update? How are you feeling? How's the leg?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's been 20 days till I have the injury, but
who's counting? Right?
Yeah, who's counting? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. A lot of progress now.
Yeah.
But I think I'll at least have 10 more days until I start practicing again with the team.
Well, the good news is there's still a lot of season left to play on both this side and the UPSL as well. Yes. So hopefully we'll see you back out there. Last time we saw you, we didn't think we'd see you again for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it was tough. I thought the same, to be honest. I was very worried about it, but thank God it's nothing that serious.
Well, we're glad to have you up here with us to lend your expertise to the call here tonight. Of course, the challenge for Emporia FC is Tulsa Athletic. They've played them twice now, lost the first contest 3-0 in the first game for Emporia FC in the league for clubs. Got a 1-1 tie in the last contest, which, of course, unfortunately sent you out in the first 10 minutes. But where do you see the biggest challenges for both teams in this game? I mean, who do you think has the bigger mountain to climb? Is it Emporia FC, who's yet to get a win against them, or do you think it's Tulsa, who has something to maintain against Emporia?
I mean, playing at home is always you have the pressure to win because it's your field. Sure. You are with your people, so you have to win. You have to show yourself. Even we didn't have the result yesterday that we wanted to have. So right now this is good at soccer. They give you a rematch every day.
Yeah.
So we have a rematch today. So we have to show. We have to show that we are a good team. Yeah. We have a lot of quality in our team, but this is the time to show it.
Well, I mentioned it's the third meeting between Tulsa Athletic and Emporia FC this season, but you were telling me this before we came on the air. Tulsa Athletic, this is a new team for Emporia FC because the last time that you played them at home, it wasn't the full team for Tulsa. Now they've got their full team.
Yeah, it seems like it's the first team that we play at Tulsa, the first game that we lost 3-0. It seems like it's that team. The team that came last game between us here at home, it was not the same. It was not the same team. Yeah. They look good. They have a very good team, good talented and experienced team. But we also have a good team.
Absolutely. It should be a good matchup. We're going to go ahead and step aside here for the national anthem, let you hear those dulcet sounds. We'll be right back with kickoff here from Emporia. National anthem now complete, and we will go ahead and jump into the starting lineups just like they're going to do on the field, as you'll hear Gabe Diaz-Serrano in the background getting things underway. We'll do it up here in the box as well. For Emporia FC, they're starting off with the forward. Number 2, Fabricio Kaspersky. Defender, number 3, Utah Hester, a new name on the lineup here for this contest. Midfielder, number 4, Kosuke Fukadomi. Defender, Vittorio Balesi, number 5 there. At forward, number 7, Kanata Takahashi, who is again a new member to the team this year, but has been a big difference maker, especially on the left and right wings, He's been able to play both sides of the field. At midfield, they'll have Fabian Arroyo wearing the number 8. Defender, number 12, the one and only speed demon, Patrick Aludor. Defender, Yushin Nakano in the number 14 jersey. At defender as well, number 16, Henry Gonzalez. Midfielder, Bernardo Hanel. And in the cage tonight for Emporia FC, Pedro Big Save Silva. Silva has been an absolute force in goal for Emporia FC since coming to the squad this year, starting on the UPSL side, now moving up to the League for Clubs. I mean, really, Carlitos, you get to play alongside Pedro. How much of a momentum does he give the team? Just the way that he's able to track that ball. He's made some huge saves that have kept you guys in games here throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, Pedro is, like you see in the games, he's a very good guy. He's a very good player. He gives us a lot of security. We trust a lot in him. So having a goalkeeper like him in the number 1 position is very good for us.
Big confidence builder.
Yeah.
Looking at the opposite side of the field, Tulsa Athletic will start off with Jason Newman, Brian Reyes, Rafael Zaldavas, Francois Geras-Ray, Carson Branheim, Jonathan Harris, Thomas Brudi, Joe Ruiz, Abu Diallo, Casey Copenhaver, and Nate McLaren. Those are your starting lineups for tonight's contest here in the League for Clubs. Tulsa in the pink uniforms, Emporia in their oh-so-sleek whites here at home. And of course, we talk about Pedro Silva in goal. He's had some outstanding showings, but let's talk about the front 3 as well. Of course, Carlos, you were one of the leaders on the front 3 until that injury took you out here, but you've gotten to play a little bit with Kanata Takahashi. And of course, Kanata, he came in and it almost felt like he just fit perfectly into the Emporia FC scheme.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He's a very good player. He's very smart. Like, he helps us a lot going in the 1v1. I think he has a lot to show. Because you are seeing him, and I think he can still give us a lot more, and he will. Like,
do you feel like he's still finding his place a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. His limit is not here. He can go way better than this, and he's still being super good at field.
Oh, absolutely.
So we just have to wait for him. He's going to do it, and I know he's going to have a great game today.
Well, Kanata also, he's one of the smaller guys out there on the field, but man, he plays so aggressively.
Yeah. I mean, this Japanese style, technical, tactical, and also aggressive is amazing. You see, like, the same with Kosuke, number 4. He's been great for our team, a great addition for the team. I think he's one of the best players in our team for sure. He's very aggressive, very smart, and he's a leader over there.
Let's talk about Patrick Aludor, too. Patrick, of course, like yourself, a returner from last year's squad. How important has it been to have somebody like that the other players can lean on, who's been in these positions, who knows what Coach Victor Ibarra expects, to have that kind of knowledge and that experience coming back here?
Yeah, it's very good. Like I say, all the guys are in the same page, I think, at this point. But having Patrick from the last year here now is super good because he knows already what the team wants, what the teams need, and he understands his role. He knows what he has to do over there in the field. He's super fast, he's aggressive, he's strong. So that is something that every team has to have in the field,
Were you surprised to see him go from the striker position to playing defender this season?
Not really. I almost thought he can do like a lot of things in the field. I think he can be a striker, he can be a winger, he can be a left back. He's pretty good. He's a technical and tactical player, and he's aggressive and fast, so he can.
Yeah. I don't think you actually were here for the first game in the UPSL. Patrick was playing the striker role and somehow started playing defender at the same time. He was on all sides of the ball. So when we saw his name listed on here under defender, I wasn't shocked, but I was a little surprised that they were going to play him back and not have him up on the front line.
Yeah, I mean, it's things that Victor does. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right now you see the field, you see the lineup, and you will see the plan. You will see the game plan. I think it's perfect. I think we're going to have a great match today.
Well, Slight wind coming out of the south side of the stadium here. Doesn't feel like it's going to be much of a difference maker. For those of you that tuned into the Emporia FC stream last week in the UPSL contest against CKU, it was a big difference maker because that ball, there wasn't a lot of long balls being played. It was very short passes, everybody taking their time because every time you tried to fire one into the wind, it would carry it about 6 feet too high. If you tried to fire it against the wind, it would throw it about 6 feet back. So should be a little less of a difference maker here as we are underway. Emporia FC with control right off the hop. They're going to start playing it all the way back as our good friend Felipe Candido getting a snapshot of Carlitos on the headset. It's a big moment for him. He's now done everything you can think of here as we will get an offsides, I believe, immediately called here for the start of this contest. They're going to actually say that was a foul, so it'll be a free kick here for Tulsa Athletic. Quick long ball here by Tulsa, and that's going to touch out. So now a throw in for Emporia FC deep in their own zone. Yushin Nakano plays it up the way across midfield. It's taken back by Tulsa. Little touch pass there. Goes to the foot of Thomas Brudi. Brudi trying to dribble around two Emporia defenders and gets it clear. And a foul is going to be called against Emporia. And it looks like the guilty party will be Bernardo Hanel. And Bernardo, against CKU last week, was pretty physical. He got a few whistles here and there. It's surprising to see him playing that way this early, Carlito.
Yeah, I mean, Bernardo is a very technical player. I'm seeing, like, I always thought to him, I'm watching a version of him that I didn't know. But I like it. Yeah, but I really like it. I really like it. He's giving us a plus, running back and forth in the field, and also have that technique.
Oh. Fabian Arroyo gets the bad touch. Tulsa on the shot, saved by Pedro Silva. And that's why we call him Super Save Silva. Emporia FC staves off the first good look on either side, but it will be a corner here for Tulsa. We'll see what they can do. We are only a minute 50 into this contest, and already Silva having to come up big.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you have to start strong. You cannot start like in this way. We have to be focused because the most important minutes of the game are the first ones.
Yeah, first 10 minutes usually is the biggest deciding factor.
Sure.
It's a great point. There's the corner in, headed away by Emporia. Not clear just yet, but a good start there as Kanata Takahashi sends it towards midfield. Here comes Patrick Aludor up across midfield trying to steal it back. Tulsa with possession. Coming down the left wing. Little short pass there. I think a miscommunication between Tulsa Athletic. It's knocked away by Fabian Arroyo. It'll go off the shin of Tulsa, so it'll be a goal kick here for Emporia FC. Pedro Silva again doing the honors. He's got a heck of a leg. He's not going to use it just yet. He'll just send it short over to Utah Hester. Hester, a new name on the roster here for Emporia FC, just getting here a few short days ago. We'll see what he can add to the dynamic in that back three, as a few faces have disappeared from the roster as well. Of course, we had Sho Kinjo early on.
Masa.
We had Masa Tsuji, who both of them now in Pennsylvania, playing in a summer league up there. We wish them well.
Very good players.
Great stop there by Emporia to maintain possession. A little bump as Takahashi on the right wing. Going to try and cross it, and there's nobody there but the wind. Carlitos, you saw something there. I could see you coaching from the box. What did you see?
I mean, I think Kanata is a great player. He's super good, and he always going to win the 1v1. So I've been telling him yesterday, like, try to go inside. Because I think if he goes inside, he's going to score two more goals, like many goals for us. So that's what I'm trying to, like, say over here.
Trying to will it to him.
But he's not going to know I'm doing this. But I think if he goes inside, he could be like...
So you feel he stayed outside a little too long?
Yeah, if you start going inside a little bit, I think he's going to be probably the goal scorer of the team. Because he's always in a good position.
A Tulsa player down just near midfield. That was Francois Jerris-Ray. He gets a hand up. It's going to be a free kick here for Tulsa. It looked like he was trying to play the ball there and just got tangled up a little bit. He looks to be a little shaken up. Walking it off. That's a good sign. Oh, no, they're going to actually say that Francois was the guilty party and Emporia will have the free kick. I thought that they were giving that to Tulsa, but then I saw everybody walking the other way. I was like, wait a minute. Arroyo fires it down to the left corner. It goes off the toe of Yushin Nakano and out of play, so it'll be another goal kick here for Tulsa. So far, both teams have had their opportunities in the first 4.5 minutes. Neither one has scored just yet. A big save by Pedro Silva early on kept Tulsa off the board, and then just a little too strong on the shot by Takahashi a few moments ago kept Emporia off the board. A little pushing and shoving there on the far boundary across the way from us here. Emporia FC comes out on top. Patrick Alidor now with the overhead throw-in. Black Lions have it in front of their own bench. A little bit more pushing and shoving. That's Fabricio Kaspersky, trying to fight for it, and he won't be able to maintain the possession. Tulsa will now have it back in their own zone with the throw-in. Overhead throw. Again, little pushing and shoving there. Patrick Alidor having to back off. And, well, we know this about Patrick. He is a very skilled player, but he sometimes can get a little over-aggressive, and that can be troublesome, especially late in the game.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we need sometimes. Even, like, with these type of teams, they are very aggressive. They're very experienced, so a little bit of aggression, like, is good.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but just a little bit. We don't want a lot of that.
Keep it in check.
Yeah.
Nate McLaren will send it back to the keeper. Tulsa favoring these short passes like we saw them in the last contest. Weaving between the defenders. It's stolen back by Emporia FC. They have it on the right wing, trying to cross. Defender gets in the way, goes off his shin. That should be a corner for Emporia. And it will be. Patrick Alidor looks like he's going to set up for it. Of course, Alidor, he can put a corner in with his foot, or he can throw it in for a goal as well. We've seen that happen before, but instead, looks like he's going to back off, and Yushin Nakano is going to come in for this corner.
You will see that guy. Yushin is so good at set pieces. He have a very good left foot. You will see.
Well, and they've got the wind at their back, which is good. It might give it a little assistance as Nakano sends it into the box. Little heel toe by Tulsa, and coming down with it is the keeper. That almost went across the goal line as he started to fall backwards. Give him credit. He was able to turn back forward before he fell into his own goal. Ball was in play for a short moment. Goes out off of Tulsa. Headed away off the throw-in. Now a couple of headers traded between Emporia and Tulsa. Player gets tripped up. Knocked down is Kanata Takahashi. As it looked like he just got tangled up there a little bit with the Tulsa player. Again, Tegan Terhune joined by Carlitos Noboa on the call here for you from beautiful Emporia Middle School. A great day for some soccer here. It's been nothing but sunshine and blue skies all day here in Kansas. Patrick Alidor will shove Jason Newman off the ball. Gets a quick throw in again, and now Tulsa trying to get it back to midfield. There's been a lot of space between players here. Tulsa doing a great job of playing those spaces. Long ball goes on the toe of Carson Bernheim. He fires it just wide left. I don't know even if he had got the shot on there, if it would have got through. Pedro Silva was doing a great job of tracking that ball the whole time, Carlos.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Emporia is very split. Like, we have like a lot of spaces between the lines, so we have to like take care of that because this team is very experienced. Have a lot of experienced players, so
they know how to get through those.
They're gonna get to those.
Ball's on the foot of Takahashi for a moment. Leaves the long ball. Back to Takahashi, fires it on, and it's just robbed by Tulsa. It'll be a corner here for Emporia FC. That was a great look by Takahashi. Just couldn't get it to go through. Hanel had the pass. It looked like Bernardo Hanel had his own shot on the goal. He decided to make the extra pass. And Takahashi, if it had just been about a split hair to the left, would have got it right past the defender, probably in the net. Alidor serves it into the box. Header goes up, but doesn't make contact. And the ball will go untouched to the opposite boundary, and a throw in here for Tulsa, or at least it should be.
Yeah, actually, this combination between Fabricio, Kanata, and Bernardo, I think is very good. It's gonna be very good for us. Kanata and Fabricio, they play together at Coffeeville Community College, so they know each other very well. So that's what we need: players that try to combine and try to make something for the team.
They seem very comfortable together as now Tulsa already across midfield into the Emporia zone. Cross left to right and a nice stop by Emporia FC. Doing the honors there was, please, that was Utah Hester. And it was. So Hester already showing his defensive prowess in his first contest here on our stream with Emporia FC as we hit the 10-minute mark of the first half. And we've got a Tulsa player down at midfield. Didn't see him go down there. We were watching the ball go forward. Not quite sure what happened, but it'll give everybody a short reprieve before the corner comes for Tulsa. And so far, Carlitos, the thing is, both teams have had, I wouldn't say an unusual number of corners, but this game has been spent on the corner kicks pretty heavily in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that means something. That means they are attacking the white iris. Like that means like they are attacking the right side, the left side a lot. So when you have that, of course you're gonna have a lot of corners because you're gonna try to block that ball to go to the middle of the box. So that means something. Like it's been a game with a lot of quick transitions,
Offensive
attack to defend. It is a lot of that. So I think like we have to capitalize those opportunities and try to score in one of those.
I do want to remind everybody this is Carlitos' very first broadcast on a headset, and already I think he's getting a pretty solid grade.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, don't get too excited. We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
As there will be a substitution made for Tulsa Athletic here, as they're going to try and find Pater with the corner. Corner will come from the near corner to us. Service into the goal, but it goes straight to Pedro Silva. Silva read it like an open book. Long ball down the other way. That's going to Hanel. He's got it in front of him. He's hustling down. Hanel has it on the left wing, and it's punched out. It looked like Tulsa kicked it out, so I think this should now be a corner for Emporia, and it looks like the head official agrees.
Another corner.
Another corner. Corner for corner.
Yeah.
Real quick, the officials for tonight's contest. At center, Matthew Skrenok. As the corner goes into the scrum, it's headed away by Tulsa. Patrick Alador has it. Joining him, the assistant referees, Sean Sullivan, Brandon Davis. The fourth official is Arun Hadler. As Patrick Alador went down, no whistle. A little pushing and shoving on the far boundary, still no whistle. And it looks like Mr. Skrenok was going to let him play, but now he finally blows the whistle. Are they going to call that on Emporia? I thought they signaled for Tulsa, but now they switch it up and it goes to Emporia. Do you agree with that call?
Yeah, I think it was like our ball, but I don't know what he called, to be honest.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, that was our ball. It was a foul on Fabi, but it is what it is, you know?
It is what it is. I was told by Mr. Skrenok, the head official, if we feel like it was the wrong call, we're allowed to tear him apart. That's his words. We're allowed to.
I mean,
so, Matthew, we're just holding you honest. That's all we're doing. I'm just following your orders, sir. Throw-in goes onto the foot of Thomas Broody. Broody loses it. Almost got a header on it. Did Takahashi, but he didn't really need to as Tulsa takes it back. Now on the right wing with it is Abu Diallo. Diallo fires it. It's slide tackle saved. And another beautiful save in the goal. Pedro Silva, though, not happy. He is talking to the head official.
I mean, Tulsa game is going to go to that way. It's going to go to the right wing. This Diallo, number 22, is a very, very good player. He's fast, he's strong, and he has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
He has a lot of experience. So when you have a player like that, he knows how to turn, he knows how to attack. So we have to take care of that side.
Well, I believe it was Fabian Arroyo who made the slide tackle save. And then on the backside, I believe it was Hanel who jumped in there as the header off the corner goes wide of the goal, and it'll be a corner here for Pedro Silva. Silva wasting absolutely no time, skyrockets it, clear across the field. He's got a man down, That's Hanel. Hanel trying to beat the defender, and it's kicked away. Good defense provided by Nate McLaren of Tulsa Athletic, and McLaren was a half step behind Bernardo and somehow managed to get that toe out there to knock it away. So you got to give McLaren a lot of credit. Made a great defensive play.
Yeah, Pedro with long passes. He's reading the game very good. There's a lot of space behind Tulsa defense.
Well, short pass, corner, header over the top. That's the Cliff Notes version. Sorry, folks. Trying to see with a whole building in my way there. As nonetheless, the opportunity for Emporia FC comes up empty yet again, and it will be another kick for Tulsa that goes out of play. Now Aludor will have the throw in from his own bench. Gets it thrown into Hanel. Hanel being tied up here by Tulsa Athletic. And that's a little difficult. I mean, you can be as skilled as you want, but when you got two guys on top of you, there's not much you can do. As Daniel Arias for Tulsa was the individual who subbed in a little earlier. Part of that sandwich. Hanel gets the ball free, was trying to push it up the way. Tulsa takes it right back. Still battling for it is Emporia. Now it's on the toe of Utah Hester. Hester gets it into a scrum there. Fabricio Kaspersiki breaks it free. Goes left side to Yushin Nakano. Nakano in a one-on-one. Goes back to Kaspersky. My apologies for the earlier mispronunciation. Now goes back up to the top of the box. A lot of passing here from Emporia. Takahashi takes a shot that goes off a shin. Gets his own rebound, loses it, and Tulsa will send it out of play into their own goal. Good hands by one of the substitutes there. I believe actually that was the head coach. With a beautiful catch with the sunlight right in his eyes too.
Probably he was a goalkeeper, probably, no?
Or he was a wide receiver for American football. You never know. He's got hands. Give credit where it's due. Over 16 and a half minutes played in the first half. Still 0-0 the score between Emporia FC and Tulsa Athletic. There's going to be a foul called on Tulsa. A free kick coming for Emporia FC from about 30 yards out from the box, which is good. And Emporia, I think, just a little too fast on that free kick opportunity, says our head official, Mr. Skrenok. So we'll replay that one. So actually, it's closer to about 33 yards out. Gotta love playing soccer on an American football field. You know exactly how far it is. A little assisted aid right there. Emporia, just some short passes to go. Header attempted, but it was an easy save.
These balls from Fabi, they are very good for us.
Yeah.
He's getting all the balls to someone in a white shirt, so that's what we need.
Bobby Kaspersky, again, one of the new faces of Emporia FC this season, has been a big difference maker. He set up some great opportunities throughout these contests. Good dribbling there for Tulsa. Ball sent almost into the far corner. Now a one-on-one matchup here in the corner. Cross attempt. It's going to Diallo, but he's just a half step behind it. Headed away by Emporia FC. Yushin Nakano will then send it down the opposite way, and Tulsa Athletic will come out to play it from the goal. Now Diallo has it. My correction. Brian Reyes. On the foot of Reyes, right at midfield. Slowing down a little bit, trying to get his team in motion. Now it goes to Diallo. He's going to try and keep it in bounds. That one tiptoed the boundary. Goes between his own legs. Was trying to shake off Utah Hester. Hester came in to play the ball, but he might have got the legs. They're not going to call anything, I don't believe. As it looks like Carson Bronheim of Tulsa is pleading the case, but again, head official Matthew Skrenok saying it was a clean tackle. It will be a corner kick here as it went out of play off of Hester for Emporia. Approaching 20 minutes gone in the first, still 0-0. Corner in, it's a line drive, headed away by Emporia FC. Bernardo Hanel has it. Hanel moves it up to Kaspersky, and he'll step out of bounds. Nate McLaren throws it in for Tulsa, and Tulsa back at midfield, and really feels like Tulsa is winning the time of possession battle so far. They've had it in Emporia's side a lot more in this contest. Looked like a little confusion there between Tulsa players.
Yeah, Tulsa is getting control of the ball. We have to slow down, keep the ball a little bit.
Takahashi is in a foot race. He was trying to get down there to beat Reyes, and Reyes said, nope, just took it right back and sent it the other way. It's coming back, though, on the foot of Patrick Aludor. Over 20 minutes gone now in the first half. Hester sends it left side to Nakano. Nakano now in the one-on-one. Tries a cross to the box. It almost slipped through the fingers of the keeper.
This midfield between Fabian Arroyo and Koski Fukudome is very good. They are two of our like smartest players.
Yeah.
The way they move the ball right to left, left to right is gonna be very good. It's gonna open a lot of spaces for Patrick and Yushin, and that's what we need. That's what we need. A little bit of calm, and now it seems like we have a free kick.
Yep. I think head official Skrenak is saying it was a collision there at the boundary line. So Emporia, this isn't too bad of a position to take the free kick from. Just about 19, maybe 18 yards away. Everybody drifting pretty far to the left of the field. Not much of a wall there by Tulsa, just 2 men in front. Headed away by Athletic, and now it'll be a corner on the opposite side. I forgot to mark how many corners we've had so far, but I think we're probably approaching 15 between the two teams.
Probably, yeah. Probably more than 10 for sure. Probably more than 10 for sure. But I think we're doing good. We're doing good. We were struggling with set pieces, with corner kicks, but today we're very solid. Also, the Utah coming to the game. He's a big guy. He's very good in the air. So
corner comes in to the right side, but it's just too high over the heads. Again, possibly a little bit of wind playing a factor in that. So now Tulsa will have the free kick. Should say the goal kick. You'd think by now I know the difference. What happens when you try to talk for 45 minutes straight? Your brain starts to get a little frazzled. Tulsa pushing up towards midfield. Emporia not backing off or giving them a lot of room. You know, Carlo, we talked a lot about the spacing that Emporia was allowing Tulsa early on. It seems like they're really starting to close it up now.
yeah, it seems like we're doing high pressure. We're pressing over there. I think we're being successful over there, pressing high. But when you press high, you put a lot of numbers in the same space. So when you have a lot of numbers in the same space and you got the ball back, you are just gonna play short. What we need to do is put pressure over there, get the ball, and the other players that are around get like a space for them, you know, and attack the opposite side.
Be tight on defense, but be open on offense.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Aludor on the short free kick, sends it into the box again. It gets headed away by Reyes. It's recovered by Takahashi, and we're going to get a whistle for offside. I don't know. I could see the case being made for that being an offside, but that seemed like kind of a weak offside. As we pause for a selfie break, Carlitos really wanting to commemorate this moment on the headset, and I appreciate that. Bernardo Hanel has it, fires a shot. It goes through the uprights of the American football goalpost, but it does not find the back of the net. So another goal kick will come here for Tulsa. Wonder if they're going to go short. Nope, they're moving everybody up.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad idea. Bernardo had to try there. If he's a very good finisher, so we have to try.
Yeah, that's a clear-cut foul right there as Fukudome Kosuke. He was just trying to, I think he was trying to tell the Tulsa player he loved him, and that wasn't the right time for it as they come falling down. In all seriousness, I think Kosuke was trying to get around his man, and just unfortunately he wasn't budging until he made him. Smart move by Tulsa. Emporia FC has it at midfield now. Hanel swings it left side to Nakano. Nakano taking his time, stutter stepping. Here comes Takahashi streaking across the top of the box. He went to Hanel, who tried to come in with the header. My correction, that was actually Fabricio Kaspersky who was coming in for the header. Kaspersky, just a little over 6 foot. Hard to think he missed. Now Tulsa back to the short passes, trying to open up the midfield. Long ball sent down, perfectly trapped by Kaspersky. But he couldn't keep it in play, as putting the body on him there was Carson Bronheim. Not letting him breathe. Nate McLaren sends it in. Now long ball to the left wing. Patrick Alador is going to try and get out in front of it. And Alador in that familiar bent down stance, watching that ball in the feet, not being tricked by the shoulders. Shot goes in, taken away by Emporia. Takahashi has a beat on it. Keeper comes out, kicks it away. And they're going to signal offside again. All due respect, ref, it's not his fault. He's faster than everybody else. Talk to the man to my right who understands a little something about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes speed can be detrimental.
Yeah, they are doing a good job. They know we're going to play the long ball, so they are just stepping a little bit further. Yeah. They are doing that on purpose.
Basically trying to counteract the speed. 26th minute of play now underway here. Still scoreless between these two teams, but they both have had great opportunities. Diallo has it on the right wing and trying to get it in past Silva was Carson Bronheim. Great defense again by Emporia FC. I believe that was a combination of Hester and Gonzalez. Henry Gonzalez. Bit of a quiet force back there for Emporia FC. He's one of those guys, you don't hear his name until you have to, and when you have to, he's always going to be the one that steps up.
Yeah, this guy is surprising everything. He just came here like to see what happened and to play, to try to learn. But he's been a very important piece. He can play the 6, he can play the 8. He's been playing the center back in a very good position. He's very young. He's just 18, I guess. A very quiet guy, but he just put the work in, and now you can see he's I think third or fourth game as a starter.
Yep.
So he's doing very good.
Quiet guy, but a very polite, very nice guy. I've enjoyed every conversation I've gotten to have with him. Into the 27th minute of play as Pedro Silva will come out of the box to send it to the right side. As Emporia FC going to once again try and climb across midfield. Aludor has it, sends it off the back foot to Hanel. Hanel, he's got a man to the left side. It's Nakano. Oh, Nakano might have gotten away with one there as he sends that way over the top of the goal. Yushin Nakano, I think, and listen, I love Yushin, I love our team, but I think he may have got lucky there because I think he might have stepped out before he got that shot off. And yes, it's exactly what they say.
Yeah, but we're being successful doing that. Like I told you, to the right, to the left, that's the way we have to attack this team.
Sure. Trying to track it down off the long ball was Rafael Zaldevas, and as you can probably hear to our left, he was heavily covered by Emporia FC. Bobby Kaspersky trying to get it to Takahashi again, and another time it is taken away by Tulsa. And I think this should be a corner for the Black Lions. If I got paid a nickel for every time I said corner in a broadcast, me, you, and probably half the team would never have to work again in a day in our lives. Aludor sends it into the box, almost getting the header on it was Hester. And it just went off his chest and took a bad bounce out of play. So a goal kick coming for Tulsa. Tulsa staying back pretty tight. Look for the short pass here. That's exactly what you get. Goes back to the goal. A little bit of a chip pass. And as Carlitos had mentioned earlier, Emporia doing a great job of playing up high, really closing up those spaces and gaps, but as he said, it does leave that midfield and the back kind of exposed. Another steal here for Emporia FC. Hanel fires a shot, and it was a line drive that just went off a body. Great shot. Unfortunately, Tulsa again just read it perfectly, got in the trajectory and stopped it. If there's no body in the way, that is a one-on-one shot with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, we're doing a great job that. We have to press them.
Aludor off the corner. That's another nickel right there. Tulsa will regain it. I thought that was going to go out of bounds. It's able to be saved in play by Zaldavis. Zaldavis sends it up the way to Diallo. Diallo has it right wing, just outside the box. Now in the one-on-one with Hester. Hester pressuring him. Back foot pass goes off the top crossbar and in. And they're going to say offside. Offside against Tulsa Athletic. And you just heard every Emporia FC fan go, oh, thank you, God. There was a whole lot of relief shown right here because, my goodness, everybody stopped talking, and all of a sudden we just heard a collective, whoo!
They say it should actually shoot to the field goal post.
Oh, it hit the field goal post.
Yeah.
It looked like it hit the crossbar of the goal,
Yeah,
but I'm not arguing it. I'm not going to complain.
I'm good with that. We'll take that. But yeah, like I told you before, this guy number 22, we have to take care about this with this right side.
That was a beautiful pass on the back foot too, with a no-look pass, and it set up the shot there.
Yeah, we don't have to give space to him. Utah should be closer than him. Then.
Right there, you see it. Hester playing Diallo pretty tight, knocks him to his chest.
If you give space to that guy, he's gonna.
Yeah, Hester has been a good, solid force down low. He's had a save already against Diallo. And then right there, he does cause the free kick, but with this free kick coming from about 44 yards away, it's not a big threat. You just got to play your man. Short pass comes from Thomas Brody. Goes right back to Brody. Now to Bronheim. Bronheim sends it towards the goal. Diving save there by Pedro Silva. Silva. Long ball down the other way. Off the chest of Tulsa Athletic. The Athletics trying to get through midfield cleanly. They've done it a few times. Ooh, that's going to be a... Yeah, I can't argue with that call by the center official. That's going to be a yellow card, and unfortunately, that's probably the right call. Yeah. He was trying to make the play, but he was so far behind the ball. I believe that was Hester.
Yeah, it was Vittorio.
Was that Vittorio?
Yeah.
Vittorio Bellesi. It was a good idea, but unfortunately, as soon as he got behind the striker, he probably should have backed off.
Yeah, he took another touch. He was late. He got the guy.
I never played much soccer growing up, but I do remember one time I played youth soccer, and the coach said, hey, if he's in front of you, don't try and slide tackle him.
Yeah, that's something they teach you every time. Just pass him first, then defend. Don't go from behind.
Yeah. Free kick. Header, no good. Trying to track it down was Diallo, being trailed by Emporia's Patrick Aludor. Aludor, I think, just following him for security reasons, not really needing to, as he will have the throw-in from the near boundary just off to our right side here in the box. 33 minutes and 20 seconds gone, still scoreless, though both teams have had some amazing looks. Aludor throws it in. Gets kicked back away by Tulsa. Or are they going to say it was cleared out by Emporia? It was last touch by Emporia. As Diallo will have the throw in now for Tulsa. Diallo, again, as Carlitos has said a few times here on the headset, you cannot give him a lot of room to operate because a lot of the good shots that Tulsa has had so far have been generated off passes from Diallo. He is incredibly quick. And he's got what we like to call in the business educated feet. They know exactly where to send that ball.
Problems.
I think it was passing the water around. Oh, yeah. Trainer is coming out here as it looks like that's Kaspersky. Oh, my correction. That is Utah Hester. Hester was gesturing to his lower back. Oh, man. Speaking as somebody who's had a history of back problems, when your lower back starts to lock up and you start to feel that pain, your legs just don't know how to respond. You can see it right there. He's trying to stand up, and he's struggling a little bit to just straighten his legs out. Everything just kind of locks up on you, and there's just not much you can do.
Yeah. I mean, the back is like the main part of the body. If that is not working, nothing is gonna work basically.
And it looks like the officials are telling Coach Victor Ibarra, you're going to either need to bring him out or sub someone in. I think Coach Ibarra's trying to save the sub right now. Yep. He's going to I think he's going to bring Hester off the field. They might play a man down as Hester's still being evaluated on the track off to our right side by the trainer.
It looks like.
Nope, here we go. We do have a player coming in.
Get me.
The Jeremy Cabanas. Seen Cabanas see some valuable minutes in the UPSL. Haven't seen him play too much here in the League for Clubs. We'll see what he can do as, again, Utah Hester, one of the newer names for Emporia FC this season, looks to be going out with a lower back injury. We'll try and get an update on him at halftime. Tulsa Athletic on the right-hand corner, trying to service it in there was Diallo, and getting right in front of it is Patrick Aludor, and it looks like Diallo and Aludor having a little conversation, and I don't know if I should condone this, but Patrick is a great trash talker.
Yeah.
And Patrick knows how to get in your head.
He's the GOAT. I love this guy. I swear, we need that. You always need someone like that because he's a good guy.
He's the kind of guy you want on your team.
Yeah,
he's the kind of guy you hate to play against.
Yeah, you don't want to play against him.
Corner kick, line drive right off the foot of Emporia FC. Tulsa gets it back at midfield, sends it back into the box, and now it's kicked back away by the Black Lions. Recovered again by Tulsa, still in the Emporia zone. Tripping over the ball, I believe that was Takahashi. He'll get it up the far boundary, and a little pushing and shoving as Fabi Kaspersky was trying to get to it. Emporia moves it up the right-hand sideline, but they don't get too far. Here comes Aludor trying to take it back away. Good job by Patrick as he pulled up off the sliding kick. Fabian Arroyo was trying to open up a space up the middle, fired it in, and it was an easy scoop save for Tulsa Athletic. Joe Ruiz, the keeper. Tulsa Athletic will have the throw in here as it went out off of Emporia FC. Still scoreless in this contest as we are approaching the 40th minute of play, about 2.5 minutes to go with 37 minutes, 48 seconds gone. Tulsa will have the free kick. Emporia not giving them a lot of space to operate here. Officials telling them, you guys got to back off a little bit. Kaspersky was a little too close for comfort. Mentioned earlier, Jeremy Cabanas coming in for Emporia FC, the Frenchman, who was a member of the UPSL squad last season, played the summer games. This will be his first time in action this season for Emporia FC.
He actually was part of the roster in the first season of
Emporia.
Yeah, he's with Luan. They are the guys who have more time in the play.
Yeah. Ball was headed away off the free kick, and then just a rocket sent over the fence. Might have gone into the research pond over by Emporia High School there. I don't dare anyone to try and go swimming for that one. Javen Arndt, our technical director, standing next to me, also an Emporia High grad, understands what I'm talking about. That thing is great for picking up biology specimens, not for swimming. Tulsa recovers back at midfield. Tulsa wanted a handball violation, but I think they might have to settle for another free kick opportunity, as this could go one of two ways, as two players are down, both in a different jersey. A card is out. Who are they going to give it to? And I believe the card's going against Tulsa. No. That was wishful thinking, and it didn't come to fruition. And the card will go against Emporia FC.
Yeah, Henry to Henry. That's going to be a yellow card for number 6 of Emporia, Henry Gonzalez.
Henry Gonzalez, unfortunately, picks up the offense there. So already 2 yellow cards for Emporia FC. We're not even through the first half yet. That could play a big factor down the road, Carlitos, especially in the last 20 minutes of this contest if it remains scoreless.
Yeah, and also like we have 2 of our center backs with yellow cards.
Yeah,
that's the most dangerous position to have yellow cards in the game. So, but they are very smart. They will know how to handle that.
Thomas Broody lining up for the free kick. A 2-man wall for Emporia FC right in front of him. 25 yards out. Kicked away by Aludor. Back to midfield. It's recovered by McLaren. Now fighting for it is Hanel for Emporia FC. A little bit of a scrum here between these two squads, trying to clear it out again. Emporia doing a great job offensively of closing up the spaces. I should say defensively, closing up the offensive spaces for Tulsa. Over 40 minutes are gone now. We're still scoreless as we are approaching the end of regulation. We'll see how much added time there will be, as there has been a few stoppages in this first half. Very physical first half. Cabanas switches right to left. Aludor has it off the pass from Hanel, going down the left wing. Tried the long ball, and it's easily brought in by Joe Ruiz. Ruiz will roll it out to his right side. Reyes, long ball, up into the Emporia zone. Missing the header is Tulsa. Recovering at midfield is Diallo. Again, Diallo, very dangerous anywhere on that field, as he can make passes in just about any way, shape, or form. He's done it multiple times tonight. Little push by Emporia FC's Kaspersky doesn't lead to a whistle, but they got to be careful. Again, 2 players already with yellow cards. The officials aren't going to let a lot of things get out of hand here. Reyes gets pulled a little bit. Nope, that's Diallo gets pulled. And he was getting pulled by Kosuke Fukudomi. And Fukudomi, little mistake there.
Yeah, you should not grab that player over there.
You can push, you can bump, you can shove a little bit there. Trying a surprise kick is Tulsa that goes wide of the goal. Pedro Silva was almost caught off guard as well. Luckily, that one was wide.
Yeah, I think we're feeling like the injury of Utah, to be honest. The team already it seems like they are finding a way again. So now we have a Jeremy in the right back position. Still Koska and Fabian in the middle, but yeah, we're still trying to find
a rhythm.
Yeah, the rhythm again.
Well, right here, Takahashi might have it as he's streaking towards the ball that was fired in off the right side. I've been told we'll have 4 minutes of added time once we hit the 45-minute mark, so we'll play at least 49 minutes in this first half. Ball caught up at midfield by Fukudomi. He has it, leaves it for Aludor, just down in front of us on the near boundary. Fukudomi to Arroyo. Arroyo with the pass goes to Hanel. Hanel has Aludor on the left wing. Aludor unmarked. Tries a cross, but there's nobody there. That one's just a little too strong. It looks like the Black Lions kept it in play, but Tulsa was able to come up with it. I think a lot of the Black Lions, Carlitos, backed off because they thought it was out. They didn't realize he kept it alive, and they're still keeping it alive till right there. Tulsa will have the throw-in now, as it was last touched by Emporia.
As you see, we're having a lot of success going to the left wing. Or left wing, we have a lot of space there to run behind, but we have to be a little bit smart to take decisions over there.
Can't just fire a shot to fire a shot. Throw in deflected by Emporia, now regained after a few deflections between both teams. Man on top of him still gets free. Now they're pushing it back just a little bit. Diallo realized they were trying to reset. He was going to try and catch Emporia off guard. Didn't get there in time. Nakano switches left to right to Cabanas. Cabanas has it taken away. Now on the toes of Broody for Tulsa, and it'll go out of play. Good stop there by Coach Victor Ibarra in front of his own bench.
It seems like we got the rhythm. We got the ball again.
We did. Tulsa had it go out. Hanel has it as we have 29 seconds remaining in regulation before the 4 minutes of added time. Hanel in the center of the action, has it on his toes, tries to kick it through 3 defenders, and it goes off another body and curves to the left. It'll come out of play, and oh boy, Bernardo Hanel is down, and it's not impossible to think when he took that shot, he had 3 bodies surrounding him. I guarantee you he caught somebody's leg, and he got the worst end of that.
Yeah, hopefully it's nothing bad. We need Bernardo in this game. He's playing very good. He's finding the spaces, and he's trying to shoot. That's what we need. That's what we need. Someone.
He's been a field general.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Well, to anybody that's a MMA fan, as I know the man to my right is, we talk about it quite a bit. Of course, I have my experience in that. Anybody that's ever watched a UFC fight and you hear that kick of the leg, let me be very clear. Just because you're the one doing the kicking doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Oh, yeah,
and that's essentially what just happened with Bernardo there is he tried to kick around 3 players. He caught somebody's leg, and when you catch your shin just right there, kind of like I talked about with the lower back stuff, it shuts your whole leg down.
Yeah,
you lose all the feeling. I think that's what happened. He just got what we call a stinger. Ball was deflected by Tulsa. Trying to fire it back towards the goal was Fukudomi. It's taken back by Tulsa momentarily, recovered by Emporia. Now pushing and shoving as Arroyo trying to get around. Nice moves. He's got an opportunity. Hanel fires! Goal! Bernardo Hanel! Off the pass from Arroyo, goes through Tulsa and finds the back of the goal. It's 1-0 Emporia FC. That was so lightning fast, I almost couldn't keep up with it. I thought it was still on Arroyo's toe, and before I knew it, Hanel had it, and he fired it right past Ruiz. What a beautiful shot by Bernardo Hanel.
I just told you. That's what we need. We need Bernardo. That's why I'm very scared about he's on the ground. We need that. We need that Bernardo. We need that Bernardo to turn, to try to get. Like, I just told him, like, we need you. And, I mean, he's a great player. He's going to help us a lot in this season.
In the 46th minute of play, Bernardo Hanel gets the loose ball, fires it right over the shoulder of Ruiz in goal, and puts Emporia up 1-0. 47th minute of play now, and it looks like Tulsa wasting no time. They're going to try and answer before the halftime break. Long pass sent up to Diallo. Diallo just absolutely bodied Yushin Nakano to the ground, and that's the aggression you can expect out of Tulsa. We saw it in the last contest, as when Tulsa was down early in the game, they came back and became a much more aggressive team in the second half. We'll see if they do that here. We just saw it right there from Diallo with a little body to Nakano. Emporia not wasting any time either. Alador gets the switch. Has it now off the pass, and he just led Takahashi a little too far. As Emporia, again, up 1-0 off the beautiful shot by Bernardo Hanel. Trying to answer back for the equalizer is Tulsa. 48th minute of play underway in what we were told will be 4 extra minutes. See what happens here in the final 60 seconds. Takahashi to Fukudomi. Right side now with it is Emporia. See if Emporia is really going to try and pressure or if they're just going to try and run the clock down with 30 seconds left in the added time. We get a foul against Tulsa Athletic. It'll be a free kick for Emporia. And Emporia not in any hurry just yet.
Now we have to be smart. We have to keep the ball, make them run, and eventually we're going to find a space.
Oh! Yee, that was a bad touch for Fukudomi as he just tripped right over the top of the ball. That's going to end up on the highlight reel, not for the right reasons. Tulsa with an attack opportunity, taken away momentarily by Silva. Now Diallo has it, trying to get around Emporia's wall. Goes to the left side to Zaldavis. Zaldavis loses it to Jeremy Cabanis. And now Emporia moving it the opposite direction. Fabian Arroyo has it. Arroyo with the assist that led to the Bernardo Hanel goal. Hanel has it, dancing around defenders again. He skips it left side to Takahashi. Takahashi, left wing, has 2 men to beat. Leaves it for, I believe that's Cabanis. Now to Aludor. Aludor was going to try and send it into the box as we've surpassed 49 minutes now. Aludor crosses left to right, but there's absolutely nobody there. Jason Newman tracks it down for Tulsa. He's streaking up the opposite line. Officials are going to let them play this out here. Bad touch. Ball stops, goes out of play. Are they going to allow the kick? I should say, are they going to allow the throw in? We've surpassed 50 minutes now. They're going to let them. And they'll just send it into the sky, and that will do it for the first half. At the end of one, Emporia FC leads it 1-0 over Tulsa Athletic. Bernardo Hanel so far is the hero in this contest. Stick around. We have second half action coming up in about 15 minutes right here on our broadcast. You're listening to Emporia FC versus Tulsa Athletic on the League for Clubs.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little. Or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
And we are back here in Emporia, Kansas, Emporia Middle School. Emporia FC as we get set for the second half of action, leading 1-0 over Tulsa Athletic off a beautiful goal by Bernardo Hanel. As Bernardo was looking for that opportunity all game long, finally broke through, and I mentioned it was so lightning quick, we almost couldn't keep up with the play. Now, as we get set for the second half, Carlos, what needs to be the strategy for Emporia FC moving forward to maintain this lead?
I think we can keep the ball. We have to stay on our game plan. I think when a team starts defending and just try to not lose or to not get a score, eventually they are going to get a score. So we just have to keep playing our game, try to go forward, try to keep the ball, try to move them, make them tired, because they have the pressure now. We are 1-0 up. So they are going to go like everything to tie the game, and then it's going to be spaces behind them.
I had an old hockey coach who always used to tell us, I don't care how much you're up by, I want you to play like you're down by that. So if we were up 5-0, he said, I want you to play like you're down 5-0.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the message from Coach Ibarra, is he still wants them to play like it's still a scoreless game?
Yeah, for sure. We have to we have to be smart. We have to keep the ball. We have to keep attacking, because now it's going to be a lot of spaces. You will see. It will be a lot of space behind them. It was already a lot of spaces. Now it's going to be way more spaces, so we have to attack those.
Well, we mentioned last time these two teams met up, Emporia did break the scoreless tie in the first half. And then in the second half, Tulsa Athletic would get the equalizer. They came out so much more aggressive in the second half. You got to think that's how they're going to come out here in this second as well.
For sure. They're going to try to tie the game. They came here 3 hours to drive, not to lose. They're going to try, but we are here, we are home, and we have to get the result.
Well, this would be a big win for Emporia FC, be their first win in the league for clubs. Again, the first matchup with Tulsa in Tulsa was a 3-0 loss. They tied Tulsa here at home 2 weeks ago. Now they're trying to get the win with the final 45 minutes underway. Tulsa had it. It'll go back to Emporia FC now. Jeremy Cabanas, again out there, the Frenchman for Emporia FC, came in midway through the first half to replace the injured Utah Hester, who played a great first half on that back line. Patrick Alador has it left wing. Nice cross into the box, but it's easily sucked out of the air by Joe Ruiz. Ruiz will send it the length of the field, headed away there by Yushin Nakano. Little collision sends Kosuke Fukudomi to the ground. No whistle has been called. Fukudomi still on the ground, trying the chip pass there for Tulsa. Was Tulsa, I should say. It's taken away by Emporia momentarily. Back in the possession of Tulsa on the foot of Jason Newman. Newman on the left side of the box. He was trying a desperate cross, and Pedro Silva comes in and says, nope. He sends that one all the way, I think, to Emporia Middle School's main facility. They might have to call maintenance to go get that one off the roof. Pedro saying, this is my box. Of course, Pedro sending that one sky high will mean a corner here for Tulsa. And again, if we got paid by the corner kick, we'd be rich right now. Both teams have had a plethora of corners in this contest. Tulsa setting up. Few players to the front of the goal, a lot in the back. Long cross goes over the head of just about everybody. Two players trying to make the play, one in each uniform, and it'll go out of play. They're going to say it was last touch by Emporia. Be a throw in here for Tulsa. 47th minute of play, second minute of this second half. Emporia FC still leading it 1-0. Off the goal by Bernardo Hanel. The throw-in looked like it could be good. Diallo was going up to make a header, and Pedro Silva just reached up and snatched it. Sends it the opposite direction. Takahashi gets tangled up with Jason Newman. There's no whistle either way. They're going to say it was equal contact. Sliding for it was Patrick Aludor. That's going to go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Tulsa. And our head official calling a stop to the play for a moment. And it's a yellow card for Emporia.
I think he must say something or something like that because it doesn't make sense. That yellow card, I don't know why.
Matthew Skrenrock disagrees with Mr. Noboa as whatever was said warranted the third yellow card of the contest. All three going against the Black Lions.
Yeah, having two center backs with a yellow card or six with a yellow card is not a good thing.
No. We'll see if it alters the way Emporia tries to play the remainder of this contest. Bernardo Hanel staying very close to his man, and so far, Emporia doing a great job of marking all the potential strikers here for Tulsa as Jason Newman has it, left side of the box, sends it in. It's headed away by Emporia. Recovered now by Zaldavis for Tulsa. Zaldavis gets pushed off the ball by Takahashi. And if you can see it in the corner there,
something happened.
Oh, yeah.
Something happened. I think my number 22 kick in the face.
Diallo getting in the face of Emporia's Pedro Silva. Silva pushed Diallo back. And again, Matthew Strenrock trying to make some sense of this, get everybody moved back. As some of the Emporia FC fans telling Felipe Candido, who's in the crowd with a injured hamstring, you need to get out there.
Yeah, the lineman definitely saw something about that play. He's calling the center referee, but he's not going.
Well, I want to give our officials some credit here. They've done a great job of staying on top of things, not letting anything get too far out of hand. That might be the most chippiness we've seen so far, and it seems to be handled pretty quickly as Patrick Alidor is on the ground. He's having a conversation with Tulsa's Jonathan Harris, and Harris making some gestures there, but it was Pedro Silva and Abu Diallo who really got into it physically as Diallo got shoved by Silva, as it looks like.
It seems like Diallo hit Patrick Alidor first.
Yeah. The officials are having a conversation over on the far side, trying to make heads or tails of this. It seems like both teams were maybe a little bit at fault with that scrum, so maybe you just call it a wash.
Yeah, probably that's what he's gonna do. But I mean, if the number 22 did something, he has to get a yellow or a red
Sure.
card. That's it. That's what
Red
a red
card
told
coming
you.
out.
I told you.
And I think that's going to go against Diallo.
I told you.
It is! And Abu Diallo is gone. And Tulsa just lost one of their most formidable weapons, as Diallo has been the one that's been generating a lot of the offensive opportunities for Emporia. That is a huge loss.
Yeah, I know that's a Patrick thing. I know Patrick did something about that. He got.
And Patrick Aludor just got pushed from behind to the ground by Jonathan Harris.
Patrick is so smart. He's getting in his mind.
He's getting in his head. Yeah, we talked about it in the first half. Patrick Aludor is quite possibly one of the most cerebral players you'll ever meet because he's so skillful, but he knows how to run that mouth just enough that he's going to get you fired up, and it looked like it worked because I agree with you 100%, Carlitos. I think that red card has Patrick's name written all over it.
For sure. He's very good at mental games. He get into your head. He start talking not good things to you.
Yeah.
So if you are not smart, you're going to get into that game. And he's going to be focused on that, you know?
Yeah. I can't say that I condone it, but at the same time, soccer is as much mental as it is physical.
Yes, exactly. Like you need to win. You need to win, and you have to do whatever you have to do to win. And what Patrick is doing.
Diallo, again, gets the red card. That's the first booking for Tulsa in this contest. Emporia FC's got 3 yellow cards, so I'm really surprised that Emporia is still being that physical and maybe that much of an agitator at times, considering that they've gotten on the receiving end of a few warnings. And the first red card of the contest goes to Tulsa, and it takes out, quite frankly, their most skillful winger in Diallo. Diallo has almost had Tulsa find the back of the goal 2 or 3 times in this game, and you can see Diallo out there having to sit in the visitors section, and he's gesticulating a little bit, explaining what was happening, I think, to some of the Tulsa faithful, and unfortunately, that's part of the game. You got to keep a cool head, and wasn't able to do that.
This is definitely good for Emporia.
It's good for Emporia, absolutely. 53+ minutes played. And I will tell you this, the majority of the second half has been spent in conversations. Tulsa Athletic now will play a man down for the remainder of this contest. It's 11-on-10 in favor of Emporia. Bernardo Hanel has it, leaves it up the way to the left side to Alador. Nice chip pass shot just wide of the goal. Oh, man, Bernardo Hanel. That was a beautiful pass over to Alador, who then fired it to Fabi Kaspersiki, and he just couldn't hit it home. It was just wide. But already Emporia FC starting to come out, pressing that man advantage. A little pushing and shoving there between Tulsa Athletic and Emporia, as we got an Emporia player down in the backfield. Tulsa Athletic now pressing up the way, trying to dribble around the defenders. And we get another man down in a Emporia uniform. And wow! A slap on the back of the head And you can hear that not drawing much praise from the Emporia faithful, the guilty party there. Believe, trying to see my roster here. I don't have the number 10 listed there. Nonetheless, it will result in a throw-in, and this game is getting very chippy in the early goings of the second half, as now Takahashi gets too close for comfort, knocking down Jason Newman. They're saying that the officials say he was shoved. It looked like he might have tripped over that ball a little bit. I don't know if I agree with that call entirely.
Definitely, but something that the referee does, I don't want to say nothing, but when they got like something, a red card or something like that, they are trying to like, compensate for the other team.
Sure.
So like, okay, I give you a red card, but now on call faults, that's not fair.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I think you could give them a little credit in saying they're maybe trying to avoid it from getting out of hand.
Yeah,
because we've already seen a lot of pushing and shoving in this contest. They're probably trying to avoid an all-out riot at this point. Trying to keep tempers a little bit tampered down. Free kick here for Tulsa goes right on goal. Tracking it down, nice punch away there by Pedro Silva. Tulsa tried to get it back on goal, and Aludor will clear it out of the box. And we get a Tulsa player sliding down to the canvas. That was Nate McLaren. And he's saying he was shoved, so it looks like another free kick coming here for Tulsa, and it will. I don't know. It looked like he might have slipped on that one, but I could see the contact there probably going their way. I can't say that's a bad call at all. Rafael Zaldavis. Long ball towards the box, headed away again by Emporia. Patrick Aludor almost whiffed on the ball. Ooh. And oh my goodness! There was a slide tackle and then an absolute full body check. And then we get another body check down the other way. This is starting to get very physical in the wrong way. Man.
That didn't look good.
Like, that did not look good either way.
Fabricio ankle, it didn't look good.
Just want to be clear, that was not us yelling that. This is all in the 56th minute of play. Now into the 57th, and it has been absolute pandemonium for the last about 10 minutes. My goodness. Tulsa Athletic has the free kick here. Zaldavis will take it. Man, this is one of the more physical games I've seen. I talked about the mutual respect between these two teams coming into this contest, as it seemed like it was pretty good. That's all gone out the window here in this second half. It's basically, to the death at this point.
Yeah. I mean, after a red card, things get very bad. Always.
Zaldavis chip shots it towards the goal. Coming up with it again is Pedro Silva. That's about his 5th or 6th save of the contest.
I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
I think we should relax a bit, control the ball. We are getting in the rhythm of day one, the game to be played. Yeah. They are playing the game fast. We have to control the ball now. We have to make them run, make them tired. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for us.
Emporia FC able to stymie the long ball for a moment. Nakano and Takahashi both get tangled up with Zaldavis, and Zaldavis goes down, but there's no whistle. Tulsa has it right side of the field. Whiffing on it just slightly there. They push it back now. Tulsa going to reset here. Harris has it. Sends the ball up the right boundary. Patrick Aludor came in to try and make the stop, and he actually pulled off of it because he knew he was going to create a foul. Smart play there by Patrick Aludor. Ball goes out of play again, and we got another Tulsa player down on the field. Oh, boy. And now Patrick Aludor will pick up a yellow card. That's the 4th yellow for Emporia FC. First of this half. 3 came in the first half alone. First in the second. And, of course, Tulsa had the red card. So 5 cards in total already given out. And to anyone listening at home, yes, I understand. I have a firm grasp of the obvious.
Yeah,
My
we
goodness.
basically have the whole back line on 1-6 with a yellow card. That's not good at
Do you
all.
think that's going to change the way they play anyway?
Oh, I mean, if you get a yellow card, you have to be definitely more cautious about like getting to that ball late because you can get a second one and leave your team with 10.
Yeah. The question I asked though was not should it, but will it?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother beast in and of itself. Tulsa will have the corner kick. Basically a corner kick. It's a free kick just outside of the actual corner where the foul was committed by Aludor. So again, 4 yellow cards against Emporia FC, basically the entire back line for the Black Lions in what has turned into something more of a rugby match than it has been a soccer match here in the second half. 15 minutes gone here in this second half, into the 60th minute of play, and Tulsa taking their time with this free kick. Looks like we're going to get a substitution here for Emporia FC. I wonder.
It's Mackenzie Toms.
Thank you very much, Mr. Noboa. Taking their time here. It's been a very slow going second half. There's been about 6 minutes of action and a whole lot of stopping. Tulsa tries to go up for the header. They cross it back towards the corner, keeping it in play momentarily. Great steal there by Emporia FC as they are now streaking up the opposite boundary line. Bernardo Hanel, a little stumble there to get it. He's got it at midfield. He works it over to the right side to Kaspersky. Fabi Kaspersky leaves it up the way to Bernardo Hanel. Hanel has it on the boundary, crosses it into the box, shot on goal. It's in! No! Offside the call. I'm not going to lie. When Bernardo started to get into that box, I had a feeling the flag might go up, so I can't argue with that call whatsoever. But, boy.
Starting in for Emporia FC, number 9,
Kent Toms. The pond coming in. The Englishman who's seen some valuable minutes here for Emporia FC, both here in the League for Clubs and also in the UPSL. Toms in the game against Central Kansas United last week in the UPSL was playing up on the front line and was a pretty good disruptor despite the 1-0 loss. See what he can do here against Tulsa Athletic with Emporia up 1-0 already. Tulsa Athletic has it at midfield. Toms already coming in and being a bit of a disruptor there. Tulsa with the touch, and it goes out of play. It'll be Emporia's throw-in. Jeremy Cabanis was going to throw it in there. He'll instead hand those responsibilities over to Henry Gonzalez. Tulsa able to reel in the throw-in. Now it's on the foot of Zaldavis. Zaldavis, left side of the box of Emporia, fires a shot on goal. Great save by Pedro Silva. That's why we call him Big Save Silva, baby. That man knows how to track a ball like it's his day job. Which I guess that analogy doesn't really work because it technically is his day job. Don't read too much into that. It's hard to talk for 45 minutes straight. Emporia FC regains it off the beautiful save by Silva. Tulsa trying to reel it back in here at midfield.
I mean, we have to keep the ball now. We have to keep the ball. We have to pass around. We cannot go like counter for counter, you know? Like, we have to keep the ball. We are winning. Those type of passes, that's not going to help us now.
Long ball pass down to Takahashi on the left side. He goes out, touched by Tulsa. He'll throw it back in immediately to Hanel. Back to Takahashi on the left. Pushing it back up in front of the scorer's table. Now Emporia settling in a little bit here, just at midfield. Passes right up the center to Kaspersky. Kaspersky loses the possession. Tulsa now going to push it back up the other way. It's, again, intercepted by Emporia. Emporia FC doing all they can to just keep that ball moving and out of the grasp, or I should say out of the feet of Tulsa. Ball moved back to Fukudomi. Fukudomi back up to midfield now on the foot of Arroyo. Arroyo goes left side to Toms. Now to Takahashi. Takahashi has some open field. Nice little pass there as he gets tripped up. He went to Kaspersky, so it'll be a free kick here for Emporia FC. That'll be a yellow against the Athletics. So that'll be the first yellow card for Tulsa. Of course, Emporia with 4. Tulsa had a red card earlier that sent out Diallo. So if you happen to be counting on the stream, you see 10 red jerseys out there. That is because Diallo went out early in this second half after a bit of a, let's call it, passionate discussion with one Mr. Patrick Aludor.
So when we start combining with short passes, we get the rhythm of the game.
Yeah.
We start passing around. They are just gonna, like, that's what we have to do. They are a very good team. Counter attacks.
Takahashi will have the free kick from 20 yards out from the goal. Sends it right over the wall, and Joe Ruiz comes out to make the stop. Emporia FC now will have the corner opportunity. Tulsa still trailing 1-0 in this contest off the first half goal by Bernardo Hanel. Corner comes in, bounces off a couple of heads. Trying to keep it in there was Nakano. Nakano has to clear it back out towards midfield. Goes off the foot of Toms. Now left side to Takahashi. And he'll play it back to Fukudomi. Now right side to Nakano. Nakano waiting to be pressed. Goes to Hanel at midfield, back to Fukudomi. Now left side again to Takahashi, and exactly what Carlitos was talking about a moment ago. Emporia FC just using those short passes. My correction, the ball was going off the foot of Arroyo. Now to Takahashi, now back to Arroyo. Sorry, it's a little hard to see the numbers at times. My apologies, folks. Arroyo up to Hanel. Hanel going to try and split the defense here. Has to pull off of his rush just a bit as we enter the 67th minute of play. Emporia is still up 1-0. They have definitely kept the ball on Tulsa's side of the field much more efficiently in this second half than they did in the first. Emporia FC just switching it around a little bit. Toms went to Arroyo. Now Arroyo will send it back to Fukudomi. And now to Nakano. Back over to Arroyo. My apologies, Gonzalez from Arroyo. Little collision there between Arroyo, and it looked like Harris.
Subbing in for Tulsa Athletics, number 9, Aaron Ugba.
Aaron Ugba for Tulsa Athletic coming into the contest now. Taking the seat will be Carson Bronheim, who has played the entirety of these 68 minutes. Getting a much-needed rest. Bronheim has been a force out there as he and Diallo were teaming up multiple times for the shots on goal. In fact, Bronheim was the one who put it off the American field goal and put it in the net. Of course, that one was waved off for going out of touch beforehand. Now Tulsa, again, trying to split through Emporia FC's line. They finally get inside, and oh, boy. Oh, boy. This may lead to a penalty shot.
A free kick.
I don't know. Was he in the box? That's going to be the question. It might just be a free kick, and if it is, great. If not, Pedro Silva is going to have to come up big again. Silva, of course, on the UPSL squad, has 2 penalty shot saves. Are they going to call that a free kick?
Yeah, it was a free kick, definitely. He fell inside the box, but the fall was outside the box.
The foul was committed, as you said, outside the box by mere inches. Carlitos demonstrating. You know they can't see us.
Yeah. How about you?
But, I mean,
By
literally
this.
the slightest of margins. I mean, you can maybe see it right there on that black line. It is just barely past it. But this might as well be within penalty shot range, within the penalty shot reach, because this is only about 9 yards away from the goal. The only difference is this will not be a straight up dead on shot. 4-man wall here for Emporia FC. As it looks like Zaldavis is going to take it here. Takes a shot, goes off the wall. And Emporia kind of froze. Now they're trying to get it out. And Zaldavis got into a bit of a struggle with Fabian Arroyo. It looked like he might have taken a little bit of a swipe at him there. As you might have heard, some of the Emporia faithful get a little riled up there. Again, this second half has been incredibly, as we like to call it, chippy between these two teams. We've already had one player sent off for Tulsa. Emporia FC has 4 yellow cards as Takahashi gets tied up there trying to get the ball free for Emporia. Bernardo Hanel gets it for a moment. Takahashi again gets hung up on the back of Zaldavis. And Zaldavis will leave it for Jason Newman to throw it in. Newman looking for a man. He's trying to get close to that goal. He throws it right into the left corner of the box, the top corner, I should say, as Emporia FC this time finally clears it out. Takahashi was already streaking down the field. He's got the ball free. He's held up. He's trying to fight the man off. He's got it on the right wing, just outside the box, waiting for somebody to come in. He crosses it left side. Coming in to make the stop was Zaldavis. He didn't get there in time. Toms has it up top. Now to Takahashi. Top of the box, fires it through the defenders. It goes off 2 sets of shins, and it's an easy scoop up there at the goal. Want to apologize. I've been saying Joe Ruiz in goal. That's actually Casey Copenhaver. That number's been hard to read all night. I finally got a good look at it. So my apologies to Joe and Casey. I haven't been giving Casey his due. But Casey Copenhaver in goal for Tulsa Athletic. He has been doing a fantastic job. Minus the 1 shot that went in. Tulsa now getting across midfield. A little bit of back and forth passes here. We've seen that throughout much of the night. Now, Jason Newman. Newman has to send it back. Went right past the foot of Harris. Harris is going to send it back to Copenhaver. Copenhaver. Long ball sent in, and it's going to go over the heads of everybody except, well, I was going to say it was going to go over the heads of everybody except Emporia, but Emporia backed off a little bit. Thought they were going to pursue it. They did not. But so far, Carlitos, Emporia is doing a great job of keeping Tulsa on their heels, even when they're getting those fantastic looks.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're controlling the game right now, but still Tulsa is a very dangerous team. It's a very dangerous team. One mistake can change everything. So we have to put that ball in the net when we have the opportunity to.
Well, again, I do want to point out their most dangerous winger in Diallo goes out early in the second half. Do you think that really deflated them, or do you feel like it's motivated them?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to try to lose. It's already 73 minutes in the game. So they don't have too much time, so they are going to put everyone over there.
Again, Tulsa is playing a man down. It's 11-10 in favor of Emporia FC as Abu Diallo went out early in the second half with a red card after a confrontation with Emporia's Patrick Aludor. And you probably heard us talk about it a little bit earlier. Aludor, you know, he is the equivalent of, if I fall back on my days in hockey, he's the equivalent of what we like to call our enforcer. He's going to do everything he can to get you out of there. The only thing he's not doing similar is fighting. Yeah. Thank goodness for that. But basically, his job is to just get in your head and chirp you.
Yeah.
And it looked like Aludor did that pretty effectively. Emporia FC now regains possession off a quick touch by Tulsa. Pressing it up the way to Takahashi left side, and we get a foul committed by Tulsa right at midfield.
Yeah,
Emporia.
Fabi is just different. Fabi is a player that helps a lot in the midfielder. He takes care of the ball. He tries to go forward, defense like no one. He's using the armband, the captain armband today, so he's been very important for us during this season.
Fabi Kaspersky as. Sorry, you meant Fabian Arroyo.
Yeah.
My apologies. You know you can't call two guys Fabi.
Yeah,
Come on, brother.
yeah. We should.
You gotta help me here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
Fabio.
no, we used to call Fabi and Fabri. So
That doesn't
yeah,
help.
yeah. It's very hard, though.
When you're talking 60 miles a minute, that's not gonna help me much.
We call him Arroyo.
There you go.
I think that's better, Arroyo.
Yeah, that might be good. We could call one Fabi A and Fabi K.
Yeah.
There you go. But nonetheless, you are absolutely right. Fabian Arroyo has been a huge difference maker there at center for Emporia FC, as you mentioned, wearing the captain's armband here today. And we get a stoppage. And another yellow card. And now a red card against Emporia. I didn't see what led to that. Was it language? Was it?
No.
And now
said-
another yellow card
He
flash.
thought he had another yellow card, but he just have one.
Okay, it was a misunderstanding there. Okay, that will just be a yellow card. It was just a misunderstanding. He thought that was his second. Thank you so much for clearing that up, Carlitos. I was about to say I had no idea what could have possibly led to that. Again, head official Matthew Skrenok, he's been going into his pocket a lot here this contest. That will be, I think I've lost count. I believe that is the seventh yellow card.
Seventh yellow card. We have Koske, we have Henry, I think, Vittorio, we have Patrick. He's not on the field anymore. Now
No.
we have Fabi.
Well, I will say this. I will give our head official some credit in that he has done a good job of trying to maintain order. It's gotten a little out of hand at times, but he's jumped right in there. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm bigger than most of you guys, but I know how fast you are. I'm not trying to jump in the middle of there when you guys are pushing and shoving. Free kick goes to Emporia FC. Another big save by Pedro Silva. That's Pedro's second diving save with the hands and his ninth save of the contest. And again, that's why we call him Big Save Silva. Silva will long ball it out of play. Tulsa gets the throw in. Jason Newman sends it up to Joe Ruiz, the actual Joe Ruiz. Joe, I apologize if you hear this back. I was giving the credit to your goalkeeper, but then again, I don't think you'd be mad if you were told that you were a great goalkeeper. But Joe Ruiz will send it up. It'll be touched out by Emporia FC. So a throw in from right near the corner for Tulsa. See how far he can get it in there. We've seen Tulsa with some pretty strong throws, but they've been immediately headed away by Emporia as we are at the 77.5-minute mark. Strong throw goes in, immediately again headed away by Emporia. Little jockeying for position between Hanel and I believe that was Aldavis. Bernardo took a little bit of a header. Tulsa regains possession again, has it at midfield. Tulsa not rushing this possession too much as we are now into the 78th minute. We have 12 minutes of regulation left to go. Jonathan Harris works his way into the box, tries to cross it. Pass was beautiful, but the shot was off the mark. Went right past the goal. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. He just got a bare touch on it, and Silva was right in front of him.
Yeah.
I don't think we talk enough about the mobility of Pedro Silva. He's 6'3", and he moves as if he's the Flash. I mean, he covers that whole net so well.
He's 100 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
You know that? And he flies like it's just power.
Yeah.
That's the definition for me, power.
He may not want me to tell this story. We were, after a contest, I saw him. He was changing for a moment.
Yeah.
He was clothed, I want to be clear.
Yeah.
But I saw his calves.
Yeah.
And my goodness.
Yeah, he's just poor muscle.
Yeah.
He's just poor muscle. He's power. Like
You try to if you try to chest bump him, you're going to get hurt. But
impossible.
nonetheless, a foul is called against Emporia FC off the collision, fighting for the ball. Ball moved back to Jonathan Harris. Harris going to send the semi-long ball up the way. Now it's on the foot of Zaldavis. Zaldavis on the left side of the box, trying to get around Emporia. Another cross there gets headed away by Emporia. It's regained by Tulsa just at the top of the box. Now on the right corner. Ball gets taken away, tripped up a little bit. No foul whistled. Another header there by Takahashi, sends it the opposite direction as he gets shoved down. No whistle. Now on the foot of Jason Newman. Newman. Curling cross. Went right to Emporia FC and then found the foot of Tulsa. They have it right side. Goes back up to the top again. They're trying to chip it in, and they do. Another header attempted. Shot on goal, no good. Couldn't get the shot off, I should say. Davis still has it at the top. He makes one man fall. Now gets into a sea of white jerseys. Another attempt there by Tulsa, and it's cleared out again by Emporia. Emporia FC just built a wall from left to right to left and would not let a single shot get past them. Into the 80th minute of play, and Emporia has dictated the pace of this game for much of the second half. Carlitos silently to my right, coaching from the box, telling the guys to slow down just a little bit.
Yes, we have to slow down. We cannot go. We had no hurry. We're winning. We have to keep the ball.
Bernardo Hanel will send it back.
That's what we have to do.
To Henry Gonzalez.
They have one player less. They're going to run a lot if they don't have the ball.
Hanel.
But when they have the ball, they're going to be dangerous.
Left side to Arroyo. Back to Hanel. Takahashi on the far boundary left side. Keeping it inbounds with the slide. But it gives Tulsa enough time to catch up, and now they're jockeying for position there on that far corner. He's got two players on top of him. Ball comes free and out of play, but who touched it? Yeah, they're signaling it's a goal kick. I think Takahashi's down over there on the far boundary. Again, he had two players on top of him. Joku Jankowskis comes in for Emporia FC. Saw his first bout of action as a starter in the last UPSL matchup. And, of course, he came in to replace the injured Carlitos Noboa in the last meeting with Tulsa Athletic. And what I like about Joku is he's never satisfied. Even if he has a good showing out there, he's never satisfied. He's always trying to get better. He is a true gamer.
Yeah, he's a hard worker, and he's very good. He's very young and still a lot to learn. He has a very good shot.
Oh yeah.
Like you have to see that guy in practice. When he has space, he's gonna shoot.
Still trying to get him to smile.
Yeah. I did. It's hard, but he will. Look at him running up to
Emporia FC again sends it back into the Tulsa zone. Coming out to play it is Copenhagen. Now Harris has it. Left side of the field, trying to go around Emporia. Chip shots it up, but it'll be taken away by Emporia FC. 82 and a half minutes played. And Emporia rushing to get it up across midfield. Jankowskis going to come right at Copenhagen. Almost poked it away. Copenhagen able to get the shot off first. Great move at midfield there by Arroyo. Goes left side. Emporia looking for another one as they still have a 1-0 lead as we hit the 83rd minute. 7 minutes of regulation remaining, and you probably should expect 4+ minutes of added time. If not in the 5-minute range, as we did have a long pause at the start of the second half that ended with the red card for Abu Diallo. Bernardo Hanel, the only man in the score column here so far tonight, sends it left side to Arroyo, now to Takahashi on the left boundary. Back to Hanel. Hanel being pushed on the boundary, and it's going to go out of play off of Hanel. And again, I see my broadcast partner to my right with the slow down signal, just wanting his guys to breathe a little bit here. Do you feel that last possession was rushed? I thought they were being pretty methodical.
Yeah, but I think if we keep moving the ball side to side, it's gonna be a space. We don't have to rush it. Look, with these balls like this, they are very good running back. They are very good running back. We have to keep the ball. We're
Ball will be
winning
headed back
1-0.
to Copenhagen from his own teammate. Another long ball headed away just past midfield. Little collision there going up for the ball. Comes free, goes towards the boundary. It's touched out of bounds. He didn't get there in time. He tried to save it. It's almost like when the catcher in baseball tries to frame the pitch as if it wasn't a ball. He was trying to frame it like it wasn't out of bounds, and I give him a lot of credit for it because it almost fooled me. But he just stepped a little too far out. Jose Carvalho, the forward coming in for Emporia FC. Off the field comes Bernardo Hanel. Hanel, of course, the lone goal in the contest here tonight, has definitely earned himself a rest.
Yeah, he's probably the difference maker on the field. He had a great game today. He helped us a lot doing the offensive transitions, and I think he did a very good job today.
Absolutely. 85th minute of play now. As Emporia sending it back towards midfield. Little collision there, sends a man to the ground. No whistle. No, there will be. Late whistle there by Skrenrock. Will lead to a free kick here for Tulsa Athletic. Free kick goes left side to Jason Newman, and another diving save by the one and only Pedro Silva. Regardless of what the outcome may be on our Facebook post-game coverage, you can expect we'll be talking with Pedro Silva once again. He's becoming a regular on that post-game. Silva sends the long ball to midfield. A little pushing and shoving there with Jankowskis. 86th minute of play now underway, and Emporia putting on the speed a little bit here, trying to maintain that possession, and they'll slow it down by sending it back to their back line. Of course, the entire back line pretty much with yellow cards from earlier on in this contest. They need to be mindful. There's 5 yellow cards in total for Emporia, 2 for Tulsa. I made somebody laugh out there, but I'm just stating the facts, folks. Don't be mad at me for it. Emporia FC will easily wrangle that one back in, back to the foot of Pedro Silva, being pressured a little bit, sends it back up the way. Emporia, again, not in any hurry, as they still lead it 1-0 with 3 minutes remaining in regulation, as we have just hit minute number 87. Jose Carvalho, long ball up the way, nobody there in a white jersey, and again, that decision as we get a collision, and I do mean a collision, as the ball is fired at one of the Emporia FC players after the clanging of legs, and that's going to be a yellow card against Tulsa. Yeah. I understand you're not happy with the collision, but you can't do that. Again, you've got to maintain your composure there. That was Imran Khan for Tulsa, who fired the ball after the knee knocker. Well, did they give the yellow to Tulsa or to Emporia?
What?
I thought I saw.
He has a red card in the head.
Does he have a red card now?
What?
Oh, it is a red. And that's going to go against Jankowskis.
What?
And a yellow. Okay, again, I think he thought that I think he changed the red to a yellow, again, thinking that it was.
No, he sent off.
No, he did. So who was the yellow against?
To the Emporia, the number 11, 13, I don't really see.
Well, Joku Jankowskis got sent out with the red, and then I think he flashed the yellow to Carvalho.
That's what I'm saying. When the referees got a red card to one side, they always.
Well, but I thought he flashed the yellow to the Tulsa player after he fired the ball at him. So there's a lot of confusion going on there. So now both teams playing a man down. It's even at 10 each. 1 minute of regulation remaining before we see the added time, and I'm going to tell you, we're probably going to see a lot of it. There's been so many stoppages here in this second half. We need to invest in a replay system so we can see this. So many bodies to watch. Also going to make some substitutions at the 89.5-minute mark. So just a recap here. 2 red cards have been issued in this contest. The first was against Abu Diallo early in this second half, and the second, just moments ago, was to Emporia's Joku Jankowskis after a collision on the Tulsa side of the field. 89 minutes, 48 seconds gone. See how much added time we'll have. Again, I'm estimating 4+ minutes, maybe 5. Takahashi streaking down the field like he was double dog dared. We'll have 11 minutes of added time. Not surprising. I was being cautious with my estimation, but that sounds about right. It's been a long one. So we will play over 100 minutes in tonight's contest. Free kick for Emporia FC off the foul that was whistled against Tulsa. As Yahida Diaz to our left, running the clock, shouting some encouragement to the Emporia FC players. We are into the 90th minute, almost to the 91st. Again, 11 minutes added, so we will go over the 100-minute mark. Throw in here for Emporia FC off the errant header by Tulsa, and Emporia, a lot of open field there in the back, switching left to right side. It's headed away by Tulsa, but there's nobody there to wrangle it in. Now Davis is like the Energizer Bunny, pressing everybody. Give him credit. Zal Davis has been keeping up that tempo pretty much the whole game. Trying to slide for the touch was Takahashi, not happy at the no whistle. Looked like he might have just had his foot slide out from under him. I don't know if I saw much contact, but 2 bad touches there. Pedro Silva again knocks it away, and he gets bodied to the ground. That's going to be a foul against Tulsa as Silva was in his box playing, and he got laid out. Right now, I think Pedro might be doing his best for a acting award there. As he's selling it pretty good. I mean, he did go up high, and he got knocked to the ground pretty hard.
My number 10 touched him after that, but, I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, you have to waste time, you know?
Yeah, hey. 92nd minute of play currently going on of what will be over, I said multiple times, 100 minutes in this contest. He did get hit hard. I mean, you can't deny that. He took a heck of a shot. Go back to my hockey roots again. There's an unwritten rule: you don't touch the goalie, and if you do, you're getting touched.
Yeah, it's the same in soccer.
Yeah,
it's the same. You cannot touch it.
At this point in a hockey match, you would see sticks and gloves all over the floor. Glad nobody decided to drop the gloves here.
Yeah. Would not be a good idea.
No, this is a completely different completely different outcome if you do that here. Emporia still maintaining the possession as Tulsa really ratcheting up the tempo as they continue to press up high. And Emporia just kind of playing prevent defense right now. Long ball, Takahashi in a foot race with 3 Tulsa players. Copenhagen will send it back the other way. Struggling a little bit here to maintain the possessions are Emporia. Black Lions get it back, and they'll kick it out of bounds. Throw in for Tulsa. They've had some dangerous opportunities off these throw-ins.
Still 7-8 minutes on the clock, maybe?
Yeah. And if you are a Tulsa fan, that clock is ticking too fast. If you're on the Emporia side, it's not ticking fast enough. It's amazing how when you're trying to prevent a goal, the time just seems to take forever, but when you're trying to score the goal, there's just never enough. Shot on goal, another save by Pedro Silva. This is a reason why Silva did not spend much time on the second team. He played maybe 2 games on the second team and immediately was brought up to the League for Club squad, and that's why. Silva, with his 4th spectacular diving save, that's going to be, I believe, his 9th or 10th of the contest. Silva is basically saying, you're in my world here. Good luck. Takahashi streaking down the far boundary. He's being chased. He gets caught up with, but he's already deep in Tulsa territory. He gets knocked down, gets right back up. No fouls are called. He's knocked down again, and finally the whistle comes as he was just getting bodied left and right. Looked more like a wrestling match than it did a soccer game. Man.
Yeah. I mean, the
officials really letting him play, I guess.
He had the option to pass it to Mackenzie Thoms, but I think he made the right decision. Now he can put the game a little bit in the freezer, like we say, in the freezer.
Yep. Put it on ice.
Yeah.
Free kick will be coming from 11 yards out.
Arroyo on the ball.
That will be Fabi Arroyo. That one's just going to go clear to the moon. And immediately the goal kick by Kopenhaver. Headed away by Emporia. Now a little bit of shimmy shoving for the ball. It's won by Tulsa. Davis sends it over the head of Nakano. Nakano lost track of it for a minute. Had a backup that was able to kick it away. Another collision in the box. Tulsa, right side, chip pass. Davis got a foot on it, and it's going to be a foul against Tulsa. So a free kick here for Emporia. Gee, I wonder who's going to take this one. Silva telling his guys to get back. He's not going short with this one. He's going to try and send it to the moon yet again. 96.5 minutes played. 5 minutes or just a little under that to go in this stoppage time. Emporia FC still leading it 1-0 over Tulsa. There goes the long ball. Goes over to the opposite boundary. Emporia FC sending it back to their back line, pushing that ball around in their own side of the field. Losing possession momentarily. Tulsa still with it now at midfield. Emporia just trying to push back up towards the Tulsa side. Now a side-by-side foot race. Takahashi, he's got a man on the right wing. He throws it. Yes! Yes! Takahashi makes it 2-0. Emporia FC. Kanata Takahashi puts the dagger in Tulsa in the 96th minute of play. Emporia FC may have just put this one on ice. Takahashi was in a man-to-man foot race, was able to just turn slightly, get around him, and it was a line drive ground shot right past Kopenhaver. What a beautiful shot by Kanata Takahashi.
Like I just told you, if he start going inside, he's going to score more goals.
You are absolutely right.
We just talking about that with him yesterday. You have to go inside. You are fast. You are smart. You are technical. You are going to score goals for us. Just try go inside.
2-0, the lead for Emporia FC. 98th minute of play currently underway in added time. We were told 11 minutes, so Tulsa will have an opportunity to maybe break up the shutout. But in terms of equalizing this contest, Pedro Silva, that goal just had to give him even more confidence. He's been playing lights out here as Zal Davis will knock in the field goal, but not the goal he needed. into the 99th minute now. Pedro Silva telling everybody, get on back. This one's going to the moon and beyond it. Long ball yet again. This one maybe didn't travel as far as he wanted it to. Little bit of a wind factor possibly, as the wind is blowing directly in his face. Throw in coming here for Tulsa Athletic, wasting no time. Headed away again by Emporia. And Emporia has just done a fantastic job of dictating the pace. Emporia has it at midfield. It's taken away now by Tulsa on their side. Takahashi was trying to get in front of it. No, oh, man, Takahashi looks to be in some pain. That is not a good sign as he was reaching down, grabbing his hamstrings, but we'll get back to that here in a minute. Tulsa had it on the left side. Jonathan Harris's attempted pass is blocked away. And we are about to hit minute 100. There it is. 1 minute remaining in added time for Tulsa to try and fend off the shutout. Here comes the cross in. It's punched away by Pedro Silva. Another one comes in. He snatches that one out. That has got to be the 12th save for Pedro Silva. He has been unstoppable, which is ironic because he's been stopping everybody. They just can't seem to get past him. Kanata Takahashi gets tripped up.
Been so great tonight. Like, amazing. Amazing work for him.
Takahashi had the dagger. Gets a little help up there from his foe in red. Good sportsmanship shown there. And again, what's been a very, I think you could call it passionate contest between these two teams, for lack of a better term. We are now in to minute 101, and official yet to blow the final whistle. I can't imagine he's going to let this go on much longer. Crossing the ball from the near boundary to the far. Now Emporia just passing it around a little bit, taking time off the clock. Tulsa takes the possession at midfield, firing it up the middle of the stretch. This might be their last gasp. If they can't score on this, that's going to do it. Tulsa pushing towards Emporia's box. Kicked away again by Emporia FC. Fighting for it now, and Pedro Silva going to come out to pick it up on his foot. Silva gets a little bit of a bump there as he scoops it up, and now minute 102. And that is going to do it. Your final score with the final whistle, Emporia FC 2, Tulsa Athletic 0. Emporia FC is in the win column in the league for clubs, and now both teams with a victory over each other. That's going to wrap up our coverage here on the League for Clubs YouTube channel. Make sure you jump on over to the Emporia FC Facebook page, as we'll have our post-game coverage for all of us here at Emporia FC. Javen Arndt, our technical director, Ashley Rios, our camera operator, my broadcast partner, Carlitos Noboa. I am Tegan Terhune. It's an Emporia FC win, 2-0 in Emporia. We'll talk to you next time from E-Town.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.